If you want to counter Mysteria Rune, look no further than this video. Galder absolutely wrecks their burn plan by reducing all damage you take by 2, and the rest of this deck is a controlling deck to help you against the meta as well. You have drawn the early game, a way to ramp into Galder, which is your most important card versus Mysteria, and in general, you evolve plenty of times, activating your Alice, which is more draw and board control. Your Weiss can take down Dragon, which is super important, as well as preventing stuff like Ginger Fanfare and Grim Blackworm Fanfare, and even Hannah Fanfare if you're lucky. We have Odin Advent of Ragnarok, which is great against the Ambush Amaryllis from Mysteria Rune, but also very strong against Last Word Shadow, taking out their Dark Alice in the follower form through the Accelerate and in the Amulet form through the body. And a card that I run that I don't see a lot of other people running is We Great Sword Warrior, giving you another way to destroy that Amaryllis. And in the late game, after you land Galder, this can clear the board with that Enhanced 7 and give you additional damage into the face. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Like, I think my worst matchups are probably Lina and Rally Sword, but other than that, I've just been eating the ladder. And I think there might be even more room for improvement in the future. But for now, let's get into the games. But first, make sure to like the video and subscribe. It really does help out. So here's a game I played against Mysteria. What you all came here for to see, literally just now, right before editing and uploading this video, to prove that this deck still works as of the moment of me uploading it, all right? Now, they are going first, and in this game, they got an early Ginger, but they didn't get an early Academy Wormmist. I wish they did, so I could show you that it wouldn't have mattered, okay? Because once Galder is down, it really doesn't matter what they have. They can't really do anything unless they play really out of their gourd, and you can also just counter by also playing out of your gourd. Now, you'll notice on turn 1, I played the Send in the Troops, and I sent back a Sword Follower, knowing it would draw me 2 Sword Followers back, because I want to maximize the amount of chances I have to have 2 neutrals in hand for Troya. I didn't end up getting it, so unfortunately my Troya doesn't activate both effects here, so I can't clear the Bell Witch, and that makes me sad. Basically, that's why I kept the Kyrie, to make sure that I had the maximum chance of drawing another neutral and Troya could activate both effects. That didn't happen, and unfortunately their Bell Witch was able to get 3 damage to my face. Now here, I do the same thing. I play Kyrie and evolve, and I pray for a neutral, and there it is. Now my Troya is active. The Troya can evolve, and I can actually clear this board very nicely. The way this deck is able to deal with Mysteria's early board is that you have all these auto evolves as well as full wide clears to deal with their early board, especially Dashing Duelist. In fact, if I played this game over again, I probably wouldn't have taken out the Dashing Duelist. I would have used my Send in the Troops on the Trials of Tribulation instead, because I think Dashing Duelist is really good against wide golem boards like this, like you're seeing now. So yeah, Dashing Duelist, super good against Mysteria early, and then in the mid-game, you can use Goddess of Condemnation to clear Mysteria, and then in the late game, Galder just cleans up. Now, you see here, they did get a turn 5 Ginger, able to clear the board and clone their Veil. Whatever, all right? I draw the Goddess, meaning I can now play Asuka Shiori, play Goddess, and it actually ramps me into Galder. That's the most important card of the deck in this matchup. And like I said in the deck preview, it's the most important card just overall, okay? You play the Goddess, you ramp into Galder if you can, all right? Now, they play the Veil they got. They play the Anne, the one of Anne. And the funny thing is, Nick, when it evolves the Veil, it actually doesn't give it any stats, but it is enough to clear my board. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I don't mind about that. Doesn't matter to me, because just watch. From this point on, their entire game plan just crumbles, and it is so satisfying. Maybe I sound like a psycho, but it's so satisfying when in a tier 0 meta, you just can make them fall apart. Galder down, trade into the Anne, leave the 1/1, who cares, doesn't matter, okay? They play the Anne to get another summoning. Fair enough. I think they do clear my Galder here, if I remember correctly, with double summoning. Yes, they do. They get another Anne back. Fine by me. Doesn't matter to me. Because check this out, okay? While they clear the double Galder, I still have a ward up. And I smelt blood in the water, and I took the chance. I played the Weiss. Now, they've played 2 Bell Witches and only spent 1 Mysterian Missile. So I know they have 1 Mysterian Missile left. But that's not enough to clear my Weiss, especially if I keep it as healthy as possible. So one Mysterian Missile can only do 3 damage to Weiss here. Now the Ant Summoning comes through, takes out the ward. That's totally fine. 1 missile to Weiss, but they don't have the clear. Now, their Wormist doesn't activate, their Hannah doesn't activate. And then I play another Galder. The Weiss is protected. They can't do anything. They can't damage my board. They can't damage my face. Get out of here. So satisfying. And now here's a game against the second big threat of the meta that a lot of people have their eyes on, Last Word Shadow. In this matchup, I would say that Odin is your most important card. There he is. We got him. So you try and find your Odin in the mulligan. You try and find your Odin in the draw. Now, I'm thinking Odin. If they put down Sun and Moon, worth it to banish. Then I get the cheap Odin body and I can take out the Alice amulet before it becomes a problem. Or if they put down Alice body, I can banish that with the accelerate. It depends on how the game state goes. There's Sun and Moon or Twofold Grace, whatever you want to call it. Fine. We Great Sword Warrior. Ba-bam! My second favorite card of the set, right behind a Dormant Dragon from Big Dragon. I love Wii Great Sword Warrior. I'm the only Wii Great Sword Warrior fan, I think, in the world. All right. Now here I just play Kyrie because I have no better play here, honestly. And I got double Odin in hand, so I'm like, I'm pretty much set. I'll be happy with that for now. Out comes Moon, out comes Sun, back in the play. Angel of War come out, and they're gonna use the fount. Oh no, incorrect. They use the another From Dust Reborn to get another Angel of War and clear my Duelist. I knew they cleared my Duelist this turn. I just don't remember how they did it. I played this game yesterday, I think. All right, then, like I said, Sun and Moon on board. Bye-bye. Odin come in. All right, see you later. And there it is, boys. Here is when the game gets really satisfying, okay? Hey, nice Alice. See ya. All right, peace. Anything else? You got another one? You got another one? All right, there's Grave Void Knight. Some people run that as a one-of to try and tutor more last words like Istendet and Dark Alice. Fair enough. They play the Grave Void Knight to clear my Odin, but bam. All right. Night Terrors to draw. And guess what, baby? I'm at 7 play points. Nice Alice. See you later. Go face. And now what do they do, right? That's the question. Now what do they do? Evil Exhumer. At this point, I'm like cackling like a madman to myself after doing that to them. I'm going crazy knowing that this is gonna make some primo content, dude. I was like kicking my feet in my chair going, ooh, baby, this video is gonna be a banger. Whatever. Asuka Shiori. And, oh, there's Odin. There's Odin. Ba-bam. Getting it ready for another Alice, okay? That's what's important to me. Okay. Didn't even matter. We humiliated them. Now here's another game against Mysteria that I played to prove that we Great Sword Warrior. You know what? I'm gonna put her in the thumbnail. She's the thumbnail of this video because I like her so much. I'm gonna prove that she's fantastic. Because remember when I said that Mysteria players could play out of their gourd to try and go around your Galder immunity? Well, the way they do that is by stalling out the Galder effect on your face by warding up with Mysterian Party, and then they burn you the turn after. But if you have We Great Sword Warrior, you can take out their wards, go face, and heal. And then even if they burn you after that, you're probably out of range. Or you just lethal with the bodies that they left up from Galder because We Great Sword Warrior took out their wards. Now here we have Troya on 3, which as we saw was really powerful in that last game. Now I want to say to you that this deck in this particular game is one that I was experimenting with 1 Weiss and no Flame and Glass and 3 Snows for extra draw. It was okay. But I do still prefer the 3 Weiss, 1 Flame and Glass. Mostly because against Rune, you win anyway. And I think having more than one Weiss is pretty useful against Dragon when that does come up. And against Shadow, Odin's your most powerful card and Snow can help you draw it. But you already have a lot of draw, so I don't know. But you could go either way. Personally, I still like the triple Weiss one Flaming Glass version. But this one works too. Anyway, so I Kyrie this turn. As you can see, they got a turn 4 Ginger this game. Okay. A turn 4 Ginger. Kyrie, evolve. Let's get a twofold Grace out on the board to help trade this board. Tsukuyomi goes in. Kyrie goes in. And then Snow to draw Snow. As you can see, you know, I don't love it. Which is why I went back to the other version. Anyway, Nick comes out. Another Veil as well. Scorching Curse clones. Oh, it doesn't clone. Hits the Ginger, clears my board. That's right. I know that they have a Wormist in hand. That's why I was like, did they clone this turn? I know for sure they have a Wormist in hand and they're going to be playing it soon. This turn I play the Goddess because I know I'm going to play Galder next turn. As I said, it's the most important card. But I'm feeling really safe at this point. I'm at 19 defense. I have the best card in the deck. Hannah comes out, which does make me sweat a little bit. And they clone the Hannah. And there's the Wormist I was talking about. I told you. So at this point, I'm sweating a little bit, but I'm like, okay, no, it's fine. Galder's gonna save me. And guess what? We Great Sword Warrior is gonna save me, okay? Yep. Amaterasu comes out, even better. Galder come out. Now, like I said, the way you outplay their outplay of stalling out your Galder is leaving up one board space for your Wii Greatsword Warrior. Here I actually evolved the Deadeye Trainee instead of the Galder because I see that they have one Evo point left and I know that that stupid book can banish, okay? So I don't want to put all my stats on one body because that stupid book, for some reason, has an unconditional banish on evolve, okay? So I'm spreading the stats across my wards to make sure that no matter what they do, they're not gonna full clear, okay? Out comes the Grim Blackworm. Oh, so sad! So sad, your Grim Blackworm didn't do any damage! Am I being too mean? It's just satisfying, okay? Out comes the Radiant White Worm. They're warding up. Mysterian Party. They're warding up. Still doing no damage. No problem, okay? I'm gonna play Galder here again, I'm pretty sure. It's just so good. And as you saw, I traded the Amaterasu there first before playing the Galder because I want to have a board space clear for Wii Great Sword Warrior if I need it. That was very intentional, okay? And now they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna try and clear the board. They're gonna try and stall me out with Mysterian Exchange Party so that they can still burn my face with another Hannah and then turn after. But I'm telling you right now, this is the play you were all waiting for, okay? This is the play you were all waiting for. The God play. There's the party. I knew this was gonna happen. I literally foresaw this with my mind's eye, okay? Doesn't matter to me, baby. And there's an Amaryllis, and I'm like, do they have a way to evolve that? I don't even know. Is there a way to gain another evolve for this Amaryllis? I'm not taking any chances. Bam! See you later! And that's 14 to the dome and 4 healing for me. I'm back up to 23. I might have, if I was gonna do this game over again, I might have just played Tears there to heal even just one more and get one more ward up. This Snow has really been doing nothing. It pulled me Snow and then it pulled me Asuka Shiori on turn 9. Like, whatever, dude. You see why I went back. And here I'm sweating, right? Double Hannah, but I have faith. I have faith. I'm at 24 starting this turn. We're down to 16. We're down to 13. We're down to 11. Down to 9. Down to 6. And down to 4. Oh, they didn't play the Mysterian, right? Fair enough. They wanted to clear the board. Doesn't matter because you know what? Tsukuyomi comes back. That's what I'm talking about. We Great Sword Warrior, God card. Okay, I'm just telling you right now.